Hello viewers, welcome to Common Core and Gifted Learning. This is Sneha. Today I'll talk about CogAT. I get a lot of questions about CogAT, so this is a very hot topic, and especially for the first graders, it's compulsory in some of the district, and especially the CogAT season coming in. I thought to make a video and share some knowledge and some tips. So let's begin. CogAT screening. So I get a lot of questions about CogAT screening. So I thought to um, tell you first the difference between what CogAT screening is different from full CogAT. So for CogAT screening, you only get three areas, questions from only three areas, and I'll go over with you in the next slide. But for the full CogAT, there are like nine. So each area is broken into three subparts. So the things goes like this for the screening. If you get a certain percentage, which is the criteria for your district, they allow you for full CogAT, and once you get the criteria marks for full CogAT, then only you are eligible to give all set or ITBs. So now coming back to CogAT screening, there are only three batteries. So three screening batteries will be verbal analogies, number analogies, and figure matrices. The verbal analogies mostly deal with pictures. Number analogies is mostly about finding the rule or the change in the quantity. And then figure matrices deals with patterns and the change in patterns of the figures, shapes and patterns mostly. So the first example of verbal analogy is here is we see a picture of like a post with oven. So we have to see what the picture is changing into. So that was the category or the bigger picture. And then going into the detail, we see open is the only common or the similarity between the two objects. So definitely we are looking for something closed. So closed one is our option, though it is not an appliance. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the category. It can be the detail they are looking for. Next, we have a classic example of a part and whole. So over here we see a dog, and the dog picture changes into a paw. So paw is a part of the whole dog. So considering that rule, leg will be the part of the whole human. So this. Why we are not considering the other options? Because over here only the function of the leg or the function of the body part is considered. For example, if we did the ears and suppose we had the picture of the ear here, then we would consider this one. So the function of the like picture is also something to consider. So they need to know the body parts and its functions too. Some of the common knowledge areas for verbal analogies, I'll give you examples. Similarity in objects, color, shape, size, orientation, count. So they need to find the similarity between objects or two pictures, and on the basis of their color, like blue, blue, or a shade of blue. Shape, same kind of shape, like ellipse and like a ball. Then size, and then orientation, like they're flipped or they're straight, they're upside down, or they're turning left, they're pointing right. And then count, like one bottle becoming two bottles, so one refrigerator will become two refrigerator. Next we have objects and its parts, like the handle of the refrigerator is a part of the whole appliance, and then like the knob similarly of a, or say a drawer, is the part of the whole furniture. Object and its use, like say mouse is used for navigation for a computer, and so a GPS will be a navigation tool for the car. Like similar drawing similarities on the basis of their use, categorizing in terms of living and non-living. Body parts and their use, this is the example we just did, like and their use, like, ears is meant for listening, and if a dog's ear is given as an example, so for the human being also it will be the ear, or a ear of like the nose of an elephant is looks different but it's trunk, and then the nose of a human. So finding similarity and the function, on the basis of function, choosing your answer. Then we have vehicle and setting. Examples will be car, garage. Like car is in the garage, car is never in on a station. Then train is in the station. We never see a car on the water. So setting and the vehicle. And then we have habitat. For habitat is where do we live? Humans in buildings or home or tent maybe. And then fish in the aquarium. And then dogs in the canal, and pig in a farm. So habitat, or the where they live. And lastly, we have clothes and body part relation. Like we do not wear mittens in our feet, we wear socks. We wear, like, pants on our legs. And so finding the right body part for the right cloth. Next, number analogy example one is finding the rule. For number analogy, the main thing is to find in the rule. So it's basically 1 is becoming 3. So the rule is +2. Applying this to this one will be 3. The reason I'm doing it this way, because later on they will just add, like, say, one more star here. So then the number will change into 2 plus 2 equals to 4. Just to give you an idea. So our answer will be this one, 3. As I was saying, 2 is becoming 6. So rule is +4, and 3 will apply this. 2 plus 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. So which is 7 here? 3, 4, 6, 7. So our answer is 7. Simple, but determining the rule is the key. Common knowledge areas for number analogies. Double. Double is 2 is becoming 4, or say 6 is becoming 12. Double. Halves. 6 is becoming 3, 8 is becoming 4. Plus, say +2, +4, but everything is less than 10. -4, -3, less than 10. Just examples. Same or no change. So let's do same and no change and concept of 0 together. So same and no change will be more object oriented, like a star. 2 stars remains 2 stars. And concept of 0 will be like there will be or 3 stars, and then there will be no change. So the rule will be -0. So they need to know the concept of 0. And sometimes, like, what they will do is, this will be the thing, and then later on they will give you a number which is, say, 1 star here. So 1 minus 0 will be nothing, a blank. So you see, the concept of 0 and same or no change has little bit of nuances in the second example I was giving. So this is probably for a little bit higher grade, but they need to know this. Otherwise, they won't be able to determine with some of the objects. Half of a shape. Half of a shape will be very easy, will be something like this, half of a shape. And then triple. Triple is basically times 3. Like, 2 balls is becoming 6 balls. Simple. and then 1/3 or 1/4. Next, we have figure matrices. The example will be heart is becoming a hexagon. So obviously, we will have a heart in the reverse. So that uh, eliminates these two options in our first filter. For the next filter, we have two options. It can be this or this. Now, our heart is not filled black. So this will be in the second filter, this one goes away. And what stays back is this. So this will be our answer. Simple. Just determining in two-step elimination. Second question, or second example rather, is this arrow is becoming this arrow. Now first find the difference. The difference is the tail. So uh, we are looking for something with this kind of tail that cancels this one and this one in our first round of elimination. In the second round of elimination, what we see is right is becoming left. So definitely we are looking for something in the left. So in the second round of elimination, this one goes away and our answer will be this one. Next, common knowledge areas for figure matrices. So these are some of the areas that you should follow is 2D shapes. Then color filled versus non-color filled. I was saying with the heart example, like there will be options with both color filled and non-color filled, and that will be another way to eliminate for the second steps. And then we have alternating shapes. The shapes will be alternated, and you have to find like the if they are changing positions. Next, I wanted to give you guys some uh, list of things that areas to cover. Next, I wanted to give you guys a list of areas to cover for figure matrices. First will be 2D shapes, then color fill versus non-color fill that we were doing in the heart and hexagon example. Like there will be options for both colored hearts and non-colored hearts, or colored shapes and non-colored shapes, and then you have to choose whatever is applicable for the question. Alternating shapes and change of positions. Split shapes. So split shapes kind of looks like this. So a triangle into two different, and then one is shade, one may be shaded and one not. Next, rotation by 90 degrees. So basically an arrow rotating by 90 degrees. So one of the quick tip for taking the screen, actually I'll give you three of them. The first one will be to do different kind of questions from different kind of published books, because different publishers have a little bit of change in formats, and that's very good for the challenging the child's brain. So if there is any kind of twist and turn in the question, it's good. So for screening, it's not that much necessary, I would say, but in case your child gets through the screening, he or she will not get much time for full CogAT and preparing for ITBS. So I would recommend you to at least do this three quantity like batteries so well that they can skip the full CogAT and directly go to ITBS. And that's possible. That's one of the way to skip if like he or she gets like 98 percentile and more. The second tip would be if you really want to score well and get a foolproof you know, preparation for your child's CogAT testing, then I would recommend you to prepare him for both the grades, like the higher grade as well. Like if you're giving it for kindergarten, I would like you to prepare them for first grade as well. Same like for second graders, it will be third grade as well. So in this way they are well covered, because CogAT, it kind of happens, they start at a what certain level, and it depends from child to child, and they won't stop testing until your child can go, because that's how they differentiate between the percentile, according to the age group. So, and that's how it determines the score, and hence the, you know, if they are directly qualifying for ITPS, or they have to take full CogAT or not. So the deciding factor is, a lot depends on like how much your child is prepared. And also, third recommendation will be, target one subject at a time. Like if your child gets through like math, it's fine, like do the math part, and then you can get, if your child gets through English, it doesn't get through English, there is nothing to be disheartened. So because once you are give in the gifted program, you stay there, there's no expiry as such, and there is no age bar. They can take it every year whenever they want, they can skip, they can prepare for 2 years and then take it again in a later grade. So just few information related to it. And if you have any further questions, I will be happy to answer. And if this video helped you in some way, and if you want the growth for this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And keep watching. See you until next time.